We're streaming. It's happening. Where is everybody? Is everybody dead? Everybody died. Where are you guys? All right, I'll be right back. Yo! Yo! What's good? I'm back! Hey everybody. What's up, Carlo? What's up, Peanut? What's up, Gazgano? What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Crank up my speed here. I'm actually sick as hell. I got a cough, so I might have to mute my mic during the stream a lot. But it's good to be back. What's up, Anthony? It's your first time watching me live, dude. Good to have you, man. Good to have you. What's up, ladies? If there's any ladies in the chat, what's up? Hell yeah, man. It feels so good to be back home, like looking at my gigantic monitor. You know, working off a little laptop sucks, man. I hate doing that. What's up, Kent Sampson? Oh, I'm your idol, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. I got my leftist tears mug from like years ago, back when I was a Ben Shapiro fan. What's up, yo? So I broadcasted on IG and all the discords that we're in and stuff, so hopefully people pour in and like the stream. Like the stream. If only you could love the stream. But yeah, man, we're here. We're at the all-time highs again. This is gonna be, it's gonna be a new all-time high stream, like every day or every week. The hype's just gonna be crazy, man. And the push-ups are working, right, guys? Right? FG initiated the trade of his life. He longed his own life, his body and his life at 48K, and it was the best trade of his life. It didn't hit my stop. I had a secret stop loss at 45. If it dumped to 45, I was like, oh, fuck it. I'm a loser, and I'm gonna be a pencil neck for the rest of my goddamn life, right? But it didn't even go below 48. It only went up from the point that I started my challenge, because I'm a Chad. That's how strong. If you do push-ups for the blockchain knows, man, like Bitcoin cares about your feelings. It's the only asset on earth that cares about how you feel, man. If you're at a low in life and Bitcoin's at a low, Bitcoin comes up with you, man. Bitcoin's like, let's go to the gym together, bro. Let's take over the world together, man. So that's Bitcoin to me, man. Bitcoin's the only thing that didn't let me down in life. But yeah, man, we're throbbing momentum on the daily. This 5-day momentum hitting 90. This is like super mega bull run shit. The weekly momentum's going crazy. How's this? Is the music too loud? Am I too loud? Am I screaming? Someone say something. I'm just kidding. But yeah, weekly's looking crazy. The 2-week also, the 2-week looks crazier than the 1 week. The fact that we just keep going up on this momentum, we're actually approaching the retard levels. We're approaching these stupid levels from, you know, way back. We got retard strength. You know that term, retard strength? The market's just like, ugh! Doesn't even care what anyone thinks. It just goes up anyways. Monthly is still ascending. The RSI hasn't even, look, the monthly RSI is like only just now at 90. We're not even full strength yet on the monthly chart. Let's see. Anything new on the weekly? I mean, it's just great. The RSIs are up here. When they're up here, they're up here. When you're up, you're up. We're up. How have your guys' trades been going? Tell me. You guys been long dong? You guys been trading? My Palau ID is days away. It's been shipped, and it's gonna be in my hands soon. I'm super excited. Hopefully this week. The 2-week RSI is coming together. We like to see that. You know, you see that gap, but when there's a gap, that's a divergence, right? It's diverging. It's like one eye looking in different directions. My left eye is looking this way, and my right eye is looking the other way. It's diverging. But then when you get that laser focus and the RSIs converge on each other, in the act of that happening, price snaps. Either the price snaps to make the RSI come down to the Stokes, or the Stokes snap up to match with the RSI. Usually it's the Stokes hustle up to catch back up to the RSI. And you see this massive reckoning here from that divergence playing out. So yeah, it's really good. The fact that they just joined together like that is a good sign. Shows their strength just manifested, and we are just at this. We just entered this like point of unison in strength in the market on the 2-week perspective there. Very nice to see. Man, it's like we've seen all these signs before, man. It's like we're watching Land Before Time. And we know the way to the Great Valley. You just got to find the rock that looks like a long neck. That we're seeing the rocks that look like long necks. We're seeing the signs from previous bull runs that got us where we needed to go, and it's happening again. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? I'll look at some AI coins for you guys. I like the AI coins. What's up, Alex Crypto? Let's go, man. Otter Gang, represent. Good to have you in the chat, man. Ash Taylor, good to see you in, man. Duper, always good to see you. I'm not going to answer many questions about that ID. Just DYOR, bro. I'm not sure about, hey Duper, I'm not sure about Mike Perry. I'm not sure. I know he really wants to fight Jake Paul, and Jake Paul keeps taking these like crazy fights. Jake Paul's going against Big Mike, Big Iron Mike. He should be going against Platinum Mike. What's he doing, dude? What's he doing going against an old man, Iron Mike, when there's Platinum Mike who's like frothing at the mouth to kick his ass? He's afraid of Mike Perry, bro. Screw that kid. You know, training with Mike was so awesome. There's footage that is not yet released. Like that push-up reel collab that I did on the NickCipher Instagram, that was like just, I like begged his photographer to like give me that clip so I could post my push-ups for the day. Like he's like, all right, here you go. But there's like a whole like edit. You guys are gonna see like a FloppingGroper edit. Hopefully it's sick. Hopefully I don't look too stupid. But even if I do look stupid, it's fine, right? I'm like the FloppingGroper. That's who I am. I enter something that I'm unfamiliar with, and I'm like, look at me, I'm an idiot. You know what I'm saying? And then give me a couple years, and I'm the master. I'm the dragon. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of doing things that you never done before, trying new things. You know, coming into it with a sense of humility, not being like having an ego and stuff. That's how you get dropped on the floor, bro. That's how you get liquidated. That's how you get wrecked. Just don't stay the FloppingGroper forever like I did. But yeah, man, that trip was so awesome, dude. I even got Mike to buy some Bitcoin, dude. Like, I inspired Mike. I was making phone calls with fighters. Also, like, I made like 6 phone calls with powerful people. Not financial advice type stuff, but like just getting them caught up to speed. Like men who can carry the boats. I wanted to make sure that they had a stake in the financial revolution. You know, these men who like their work is extra special because it's like literal blood, sweat, and tears, right? And like their work is the type of work that we want preserved on the blockchain. You know, some guy working at Starbucks, like his work, he kind of just he has to spend his paycheck to pay his rent anyways. But like a fighter gets paid these large chunks of blood, sweat, and tear money. And like for that to be taken away by inflation, screw that, dude. Put a little bit of that into some cryptos. Watch that shit grow, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we are perpetually long. When I get my Palau ID, I'm gonna be entering like I want to hope, like, my goal here. Let me tell you my goal. Let me tell you my plan. I'm gonna try and enter a fatty position on the biggest dip that I can find, and at the first like major tiring signs, like I'll take half, like I'll shave the pig, but I'm gonna like keep it there, and that position is gonna be like my mother position for like hopefully the rest of the bull run. Like it's almost like a sourdough recipe where like you keep some of the old batch and you like put it with the new batch, and like it retains the flavor and stuff. Like I'm always gonna have that original entry price kind of influencing my whatever my current position is, and I'll just shave a little off the pig, and that's gonna help me like stay out of the chop. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to have a bad entry where like the price action, like I don't know if the price action is like for me or against me because I'm like swimming with the fishes. I want to be underneath. I want to come from below. I want to be like a whale. So hopefully a dip like this happens for me, but I'll have to kind of play it safe until I can get myself into a large position, and then I can start executing like the main game plan here. But yeah, I'm going to be using these anchors here. So I'm going to delete all my anchors. I'm going to show you guys the anchors that I'm going to be using. So you go over here to the charting tools. You go to volume based projections, and I'm going to star this here. This is the anchored VWAP tool. It gives you a volume weighted average price at a candle of your choosing, and it's not a moving average. A moving average and an EMA, they're rolling sets of data. The old data points fall off and become useless, but with a VWAP, the original data point becomes more important because it's the basis of this volume weighted average price. Right now, the year to date, so I put this on the first of the year, this is a really important one to watch because not only did we establish some basis on it at the start of the year with the ETFs, we said we do want to go up, but obviously there was that sell the news event. So, and then we also consolidated under this for quite a long time. That was a sketchy period in the markets where we weren't quite sure if we needed further correction or if that was all that the ETF dump was going to do for us. But once we broke up, you see how the anchor is keeping us long. The anchor gives us our bias that we're going up. The anchor itself is ascending. You see that ascending slope? That's bullish. You don't want to be shorting at all when a macro anchor such as the year to date here is in ascension. Obviously, if this thing was aiming down and the price was below the year to date, we would be very bearish, right? And we would be shorting all the time. But just the way I learned from Brian Shannon's book to handle biases in markets with these VWAPs is you have to have a long bias. Like you want to be looking at the waves below the zero line on NickCipher down here for longs, and the bearish stuff above. You know, maybe it's a way to shave the pig or take profits or things like that. Areas to pray for pullbacks, but not gamble on pullbacks and stuff. So that's how I'm going to be approaching the markets as long as the year-to-date anchor looks like this. Another good anchor that I'm going to put down is the January low. I like this one because it gives us a slightly higher rising support or a dynamic support. It's in ascension just like the year to date. It's just a slightly different perspective. I like both of these, and there isn't much structure like on the way up here. We've pretty much like shot damn near straight up. You could put an anchor here. It's not too relevant though because you didn't see many like successful trades go off it. Just that one big trade. I like to only put anchors down that are like highly relevant. I think one highly relevant bullish anchor that's really good is the one from this low here. If you put one on here, look how good this is. You had 1, 2, 3, 4 crazy long opportunities. That's a good anchor. That's an anchor that you want to keep on the field. Keep monitoring. And when you get a big correction like that and like a rally up like this, like after this first tap, you want to put that anchor down. You know what I'm saying? Like the sooner you can plan that anchor, the better. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right. So the tiring signs on MC. Vooch says, what are the tiring signs that we look for on MC? That's going to just be bearish divergence, declines in money flow, the yellow oscillator crossing below 0, RSIs losing strength. Basically like bearish basic strategy, right? If you see bearish basic strategy stuff starting to play out, it's not necessarily a reason to like sell your Bitcoin. You know, maybe you could initiate a trade if your risk is in check. Oh shit. I woke up before my alarms. I was like on fire today. Sorry about that. But yeah, man, bearish basic strategy, bearish divergence, all that stuff. Really, those are really good points to shave the pig. If you do manage to weasel your way in, worm your way into a massive low leverage position, so you can get your money working for you. Those tiring signs are great times to shave off the pig. Zorai says there are bear-divs all the way everywhere, but they don't play out when market is this bullish. Correct. It's just like they're just like TP zones, right? Yup. And so yeah, like I said, you don't really want to pay too much mind to waves over the 0 line. I mean, look at the momentum down here. Like, see how much more rare it is that the momentum even comes down here. You're seeing what Nightshade in my community deemed a momentum desert. When you see a momentum desert, the majority of the momentum is on the other side of the oscillator, and so those few moments where it comes down, you want to capitalize on it. It doesn't come down. It doesn't give you buying opportunities that are good often. So when it does come down, you want to capitalize, and it's more sure when it does. Sometimes these little trigger waves will play out for continuations. And the most common bullish form of divergence in this sort of market is the hidden bull div, which is a continuation sign. So you can see it all over the place here. Like, see this deep wave that cut in right here? There's hidden bull divergence everywhere. Like here, here's one. Here's one. This one's really good. This is a really good one right here. Basically, despite the bearish momentum cutting deeper, the bears pushed back harder with more force, and yet the price is still higher. What gives? It shows the bears showing weakness. The bears are weaker, and the price action is showing that. The first time we hit 70K, we crashed down 10%, and then every time we've done that since, they get weaker and weaker, and that's why we're going up. Duper says, FG, what goes through your mind when MCB prints red and green dots back to back? It depends how high or low they are on the oscillator. You talking about like in a single, like while a candle's printing, like flashing between red and green, or I don't, you know, not gonna lie, I don't really mind the red dots these days. I just wait for green dots as low as possible, and sometimes green dots above the zero line are playing out. The green dots are supercharged. As long as the anchors below us are in this ascending state and they're angled up, you know, the green dots are supercharged. I haven't even gone into the intraday strategy yet, by the way. I'm just using like this anchor tool, which is like free on TradingView. Why is CF not streaming his behemoth trade? Man, he's got to sleep, he's got to rest, man. Let him recharge. Man, and I'm so happy for CF that he's back streaming. And just a few like weeks ago, CF was like saying how he wasn't feeling like trading, and something snapped. Like he had to say that. He had to tell his people, like, I'm not thinking about trading, and then like meditate on it and be like, what the hell am I talking about? So yeah, he's back murdering again. Good to see him healthy and happy with his chameleon. He's got a pet chameleon now. Not going to lie, you know, there's a lot of like the institutions and BlackRock and stuff, like they can only hold it down so long, but don't expect, you know, an easy party like all the way up to 100K. Like I feel like they're gonna drag this out to get more of the common man into Bitcoin. It's almost like you know, Bitcoin is gonna be used as this like champion pony, and it's like the people's coin, but they're trying to control it. You know what I'm saying? There's like a CBDC government crypto coin future that they're trying to like massage us into by getting us all to love Bitcoin, you know. But they need more people to get into love Bitcoin. So they're trying to drag this out, man. Like this shit's not going straight up. There's definitely a fight. It's a fight. But it is going up because they can't just sell all their coins at this point. They got to save coins for 80K, 90K, 100K. They can't just be dumping all their coins just to keep the price at some arbitrary level, like the old all-time high. Like it's not a triple top. You know what I'm saying? Everyone knows it's not a triple top. So they're not shaking out holders. They're shaking out the gropers. You people. No, I'm just kidding. Afterwork says the 45-minute green dot was fire. Let's look up the 45-minute green dot. Oh my juicer, dude. What a juicer, bro. Look at that, man. If you're not making money with MC, like what are you doing? This is like free. This is free money. This is the shit that we waited years for. This is the shit that we hiked mountains every day, contemplating why we fucked up our lives during the bear market, looking at rocks. We looked at rocks every day for a year, praying that like moments like this would come. So yeah, so recognize that like we have to live in the now. We are living in the now, and the now is great. There is no like in the future things will be good. If I can just, you know, get this or that, things will be good. Like now is the time to enjoy yourselves, to trade, spend time with your family, to be healthy and be happy and be grateful. Like seriously, like be grateful that we're in good times right now. It's happening now. Yeah, you know, things are likely going to get better, but remember to have that gratitude and enjoy the now. Don't get stuck moving so quick that you forget how good of a time we're in with these nice opportunities that we're getting. where it just goes straight up. You know, it's like we come down to where you'd think it would, and then it goes up how you think it would. Duper says, I'm waiting for ETH to go off like it did last bull run. Oh yeah, man, ETH could easily go crazy. Yeah, so on the 45-minute here, I definitely see the money flow trending down. You know, we're gonna be looking for some, like, you know, some short-term correction type stuff, but overall, like, you know, you're just you longed this shit right down here, and maybe you could take out, like, you know, half at around these levels and let the rest ride. You got to let good situations ride. Don't just take don't take your bowl of soup and be happy with it. Don't take your pittance and be happy with it. Let that shit ride, bro. Keep that good position. It's rare that we get waves this deep, bro. So if you long that shit, like, keep that position, because if this thing keeps going up, that's gonna be like the mother in like a jar of like your grandma's vinegar, dude. Like, that shit's gonna like keep it tasting good, keep the trades feeling good and tasting good. Don't give up that good entry, bro. Take pride in that entry. So one good way to catch continuations, guys, is to measure the bearish side of the anchor. So anytime there's a top, anytime you think there's a top in the markets, so for instance, let me just clear all my drawings. So when you see, let's say we were at this top here. So you see the price come down here. You're not really sure if is the bull market over, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not really sure if the bull market's over until we reclaim this orange line, this bearish sentiment, right? But once we do, that's your sign. It's called strength after the dip. So you don't actually buy the dip. You buy strength after the dip if you want a more sure, safer bet on continuation. You could have some investment buys down here, right? Like, from an investing standpoint, you see big corrections like this in a bull market, and buy some Bitcoin for yourself and stash it away, you know? But from a trader standpoint, I like to think of this as like, you know, buy strength after the dip. Don't just catch a knife, because that's hella dangerous. You know, a big part of trading is avoiding catastrophic loss, catastrophic situations. So make sure that like stuff like this, you almost want to stay away. You know, try to trade strength after the dip. That's going to be my approach. And you can see how this sentiment gets overcome and is established as a great support to long from. Look at these longs playing off that line here. So whenever you see a top, place a bearish anchor and monitor it, and that's going to be like, you're literally seeing the market like overcoming the newly established bearish sentiment, and that's a really important bit of information given to you just by this simple orange line here. Let's see, another top here. So this was a new top when we got to this point on Friday the 8th. This was a top. So let's put an anchor on it. So we slip below, but we quickly overcome it, and that's like super nice and bullish. So like we established a firm basis on it. The VWAP is helping us feel safe, and it's basically as long as we can keep this baseline, we're doing good. And we got a little bit of follow through there, even though it did come down, and we got like a bigger long. It didn't like hold like perfectly. It's not like ironclad. But we did get some nice wick action here and a rally right back up over. And look, as soon as it comes over, bam, we start pumping. Like, what other indicator is doing this shit other than the VWAP, dude? Man, it just blows my mind, bro. Like, every time I see this shit doing this. Like it blows my mind how simple it's like making things. So the overcoming of bearish VWAPs is going to be a very big part of my strategy, as well as going along with the biases of the larger bullish VWAPs below. Let's check the intraday strategy here. So the intraday strategy is a different kind of VWAP. It's a VWAP that basically sets a new anchor at each new daily candle. If you're looking to dollar cost average into Bitcoin and not really trade, this is a great tool for you because it's like an institutional tool. Whenever you're below the intraday, that's some relatively cheap Bitcoin from that daily standpoint. Whenever you're over, like you don't want to like be longing, or sorry, you don't want to be like acquiring Bitcoin when we're over VWAP. Like this obviously is like a great time to add to your hodl bags when we get large corrections under VWAP in a bear market or in a bull market. So there's that angle with the intraday, where it's an amazing DCA strategy, like for your grandma or grandpa. Like if grandpa's asking like, grandson, like how do I get into Bitcoin safely? Just teach him the intraday VWAP line and just tell him like when it's cheap, when it's under the line, you put a little in, grandpa. You know what I'm saying? That way you know grandpa's getting a fair price and he's not longing the all-time high. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I don't know what these try. It's like royalty-free retro wave, man. I'm like on some shit right now. Yeah, man. So yeah, the intraday is good for that, but it's also good for the scalping as well. Looks like it's, you know, it catches these little, like you see it about to come up over the intraday and you can throw a little long in there, and it pairs really good with NickCipher. You know, like you see we come up over the VWAP, yellow oscillators crossing up, you get the blue wave, little anchor trigger action there. Yeah, I mean, shit plays out. You see, you know, these waves, this is looking good. The red cuts into the green. We gain traction over the intraday. They work really good together. Since the VWAP is like, this white line looks the same no matter what time frame you're on. So I'm on the 45 minute, but I could go on the 15 minute and the VWAP is still the same number, if that makes sense. So you can analyze different interactions of NickCipher at the same point on the VWAP line. And so certain time frames, the waves will look better than others. So sometimes you'll be able to catch things on like one time frame that you wouldn't catch on another with the intraday. Let's see, let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum's been crazy, man. Like, look at these anchors. I've been trying to like put anchors on it and it just keeps running away. Ethereum bull markets are nuts, bro. Yeah, so with ETH, I was like putting anchors all the way back, and you can see that all, see, look at these, see how these anchors were all flat? It's like, no wonder why ETH went sideways for a while, because the anchors were just flat. But do you guys see how the anchors are starting to come back alive, and now they're ascending, and now the market's going crazy? So these big anchors turning up, that's a really good sign. And when there's a spike in volume, the VWAPs will shoot up as well. Even if the price doesn't move and there's a shoot in volume, VWAP will start to catch up to price because it has that volume component to it. But man, like this is just running from these anchors. Interestingly enough, though, when we did correct on you, see this big correction? Look where we fell down to. We just fell down to the volume weighted average price. and it was an excellent long opportunity, and then we came back up. The 12-hour is still looking like a juicer. It's like crossing up, about to come back over the 60 line. The RSIs are still throbbing. Money flow's insane. This momentum is just mega juicing. It's on steroids. It's like Sam Sulik. We're just pumping. It would be nice if we came down to the intraday VWAP for a fresh entry here, for sure. But yeah, I mean, I guess we're looking for a continuation, right? I just sound like everyone else. I sound like I'm a fool, you know what I'm saying? I sound like everyone else. It's going up. Is that what you want me to say? Rome says bull market's so easy with MC. Yeah, man, it's because it's a momentum trading indicator. You know, when the markets have decided to do something, this is where NickCipher shines. This is where NickCipher this is where we remember why NickCipher is a world famous indicator, because well, you want the best momentum tools in the business when shit's going crazy. What other coins do you want me to look at here, guys? Let's see, Chainlink. Chainlink, not looking. I mean, it is doing good. It just has these like sharp corrections. There's definitely like some good plays with Chainlink, but you'd have to place like wise orders down below, limit orders, and like catch something coming back up. Very sharp corrections down to anchors. Like try to like put this anchor at the low that we had right here, and see if you can catch some orders. It looks like we got a really good limit order right there that you could have gotten. But yeah, I mean, it's looking good. It's looking good. Solana. Looking money flow divergent for sure. We're over the 60. We're 2 week is very strong over the 60 line. It doesn't look as like, I don't know, it doesn't look as good as Bitcoin. Just looks so good to me right now. I've been used to like analyzing it so much, but these other coins are doing good. The macro momentum is over 60. The intraday strategy should be killing it with these alts. What AI coins you guys want me to look at? I'll look at some AI coins. XLM on there's a 4-hour entry on there. Let me see. It looks like it did play out substantially, but it's not, I mean, it's not fully played out. But it did, like the entry came, you know, like we already got the trigger wave already happened, and the yellow oscillator crossed up already. But the RSIs have only just now started kicking online. So you're not super early on that, but yeah, it's looking great, man. It's looking great. Like there's going to be some more follow through. Heart. Hopefully this is the right chart for heart, or I might fart. Looking like a nice little dip. If this can come up, you see how we're on the 4 hour here, like we are under the 60. So once we come back over the negative 60 there, get a VWAP cross over 0, that should be a good long. Let's put an anchor. Yeah, if we can come back over that anchor, buy some strength after the dip. You guys like my pencil neck turkey shirt here? Strength after the dip. Let's put an anchor at the top on this one too. Yeah. Honestly, bro, the bearish anchor that has manifested is still descending. You could wait on heart. Let the hearting finish farting before you go long on that one. Sell. Man, can I even sell frame? Is this it? It's on like MEXC. Dang, all right. Money flow's picking up. RSI is creeping up. There's no, doesn't look like there's no like bearish VWAP to overcome at this point. In fact, it looks like we overcame a couple bearish sentiments already to get to where we're at now with sell frame. You see that? How we were below, we overcome, boom, follow through. We fell below, boom, follow through. So maybe you could like place one here. I don't know. Maybe that top it's a new top, so that is actually relevant. But it looks like it's overcoming that. So it's very strong, man. If you guys want a discount code, use code Titanic. Titanic, 25% off. MC. Oh, damn, I'm on a VPN. Whatever, I'll just go to the link in my YouTube description and use Titanic, 25% off. Link in description. Boom. Here you go. What's up, Gio? Good to see you, bro. Dude, the 299 par was freaking crazy, man. Like, even the smaller fights were insane. Dana White really pulled some shit out of his ass, bro. I loved the Michael Venom Page fight. Like, I love his style, man. He reminds me of like a superhero, man. I love MVP. It's so crazy that that Mike Perry kicked his ass in bare knuckle. The Poirier knockout was fucking crazy. He sent that Saint Dennis guy to the dentist. That shit was dope, bro. He like punched his beard off his face, man. That was so cool. And obviously Sean O'Malley, he's from my hometown. He's from here in Arizona, so I had to root for him, and he pulled through, man. That kid is super skilled, man. He's one of the best fighters I ever seen. So, and the event was electric. Like Donald Trump was there with us, and like, I met Madison Cawthorn. So yeah, there was like all these cool people just like walking around. Like it was such a good event, man. I had such a good time. I'm so glad I stayed a lot extra long in Miami to go there. Let's look at that. Let's look at GEL. Looks like this one has some bearish sentiment to overcome on its daily. Is it letting me put an anchor here? Ugh, yeah. If there's a coin that won't let me put an anchor on it, then that's a no for me, dog. Jesus, man. What the hell is this chart, man? This is the healthiest chart I've ever seen in my life. Yup. It's showing, I mean, it's showing good strength. You put some anchors at some of these lows just to kind of see how it's doing. Actually, I will say that these anchors are pretty sideways, bro. It's not actually the best for upwards continuation. Not that it's bad, it's just like not amazing. But with a little more time, this coin should pump up higher. And once the anchors start to bend a little to the upside, that's when you're going to see the real gains on this one, man. BALA. Looking at Gala. Look at the daily. We're pumping. And these are big ass wicks. Looks like our anchor has turned a little bit sideways. That could be, so remember, the anchor is dictated by not only the price action, but by the volume too. So like if the volume like dies off on a coin, its anchor may flatten and the coin may enter into a sideways phase because the volume is gone. So just something to look out for. Like this anchor has flattened out. So look for a little bit of play at these levels. But hopefully it turns up for you guys. We're looking at XAVA here. Let's see. Volume just snapped into, or the VWP just snapped into ascent here. That's a good sign. Yep. All these anchors are tuning up. I like that. I like this one. Filecoin. What's the ticker for Filecoin? Filecoin. Looks like we had a nice long off of the anchor there. Kind of sideways. We're kind of sandwiched between these the bear sentiment and the bullish sentiment right now. Should consolidate for a little bit. It is kind of ascending. Like this bottom anchor is in a slight ascent. I would think that this would consolidate just a little bit and then start curving up and then look for that ascending VWAP and start going more aggressive on your longs. I like that we just got a touch there. Looking at Matic here. Still well over that anchor there. This is bullish. This is bullish because the anchor's in a very convincing ascent and we're well over it. So yeah, this Matic should be longing really good off the intraday, especially once we can overcome the recent bearish sentiment. It should be all she wrote for that one. Let me look at Dogecoin. Let me look at Doge. Okay, Dogecoin. Okay, we had a dip. Damn, it's been trading really good off of the dip we had on the 5th. And we've even overcome the bearish sentiment from the recent all-time high. Doge is looking really nice. This should be long and good off the intraday. There is some bear sentiment that we got from this recent high here. So once we can get over that, it'll get more bullish. The anchors are in a slight ascent, so there might be a little bit of a fight, but if we can get over that bearish sentiment, it'll be good for Doge. Trump coin. Trump coin, dude. Who's in anyone buy some Trump coin? It's not looking too hot, bro. You've got some very strong bear sentiments that are weighing down on Trump coin, and the VWAPs are aiming down, bro. It's like in a world where every coin's doing great, Trump coin has to come back up on the medium term. Big time, big time. I actually, I laid down a Monero position back when we were down here, and it's actually playing out really good. Zoom out on Monero. Kind of sideways VWAP, kind of coming up a little bit. It's hanging in there. We'd have to zoom out like super hard on Monero to get like a bigger picture here. Let's do something from the all-time high. Okay. So from the all-time high back in 2022, we've still yet to overcome that sentiment. And so Monero has a lot of groundwork. It's laying brick. Monero's in the bricklaying phase of coming back over the initial bearish sentiment. It's still living in the shadow of what once was. But if Monero can rally over this larger VWAP here at about 155, Monero could pop off in a big way. But it's still laying brick. It's still working on itself. You got to work on yourself. Before you can change your community, you got to change yourself. And if you can do those two things, then you can change the world. But yeah, Monero's still a gym bro, working out every day. Looking at Luna. Woo, man, Luna had a, what the hell is that shit? Let's see, look at the daily here. Luna, ooh, okay. Dang. All right, so these VWAPs are starting to come up a little bit. It's like, it's only just now starting to begin, like they're sideways, but you can see like a little bit of volume picking up, and these VWAPs do want to start curving up. I really love that Luna overcame this bearish sentiment here. So yeah, Luna's looking pretty okay. On the 4-hour perspective, it's about to overcome this sideways sentiment. It is kind of sideways, guys. This is going to consolidate a bit. It's going to grind. And then Luna is eventually going to break this, and then it's going to go bullish, but not until we break that bearish sentiment here that we're currently at. Tron. Let's look at Tron. It's one of our favorites. Just because we pay our employees in Tron, it's nice, cheap Tether transactions. Unfortunately, its VWAPs are in descent. Yeah, I mean, it's got a lot of work to do. like for instance on the 12-hour, this blue wave has to come over the -60. We got to see some strength after the dip, right? We can't just like, you could buy, it's a good time to buy some Tron to hold on to, but to trade Tron in a bull market, we want to see some strength after the dip. We want to see the yellow oscillator crossing up, money flow picking back up. The it looks like these RSIs, like there's more of a reckoning that needs to happen here. These RSIs need to come together. Some things need to happen before we go long on the Tron. Yeah, I don't much like seeing these anchors aiming down, especially when there's so many other coins doing so good. In fact, the total crypto market cap's doing great. So, let's see, put some anchors on this shit. Yeah, I mean, it's just in a nice ascent, looking good. Can I look at the hex? I know you can look at the hex. You can't look at the pulse price on TradingView. But what is there to say on this? I mean, it's just not doing that good, man. Give it a minute for this anchor to form. Let me put anchors on it. Yeah, I mean, even just from a wave standpoint, you can see that we're in the momentum is congregated towards the bottom. It's a momentum desert up top, which means that it's a shorter's market, you know what I'm saying? I can't even put anchors down, but you would know that those anchors are aiming down. So Hex is getting wrecked. AVAX. AVAX and has some decent ascending structure. Ooh, we just overcame the macro bearish sentiment of the weekly on AVAX. AVAX is like looking more sure, more of a safe bet than it ever has before. So this is good for AVAX, what we're seeing here. You can see, like here, we overcame some bearish sentiment. Definitely had some corrections down to the larger anchor for fallback because it's definitely more unsure on this coin. So like typically it'll fall back down to the macro stuff, but it did rally back up. It's doing great. AVAX is doing great. I didn't do Litecoin yet. Litecoin's doing phenomenal. Wow. On the 4-hour, the VWAP just started ascending. We were in this sideways kind of thing for a bit, but now it's just shooting up. We're in ascension. Go Litecoin, man. Go Charlie Lee. I own a little bit of Litecoin, so that's good news. You want me to look at render? What's my treadmill at? Nice, we're at 1.61 miles here. Let me up the speed. Nice ascending VWAP structure. Little bit of bearish sentiment to overcome on render. You could wait a bit on it, but once it overcomes that, it'll go bullish again for sure. I don't have incline on this treadmill, bro. I do plenty of hiking already. My knees are bulletproof, bro. I bulletproof my knees. But yeah, render looking, so the bear sentiment has gone sideways, which is good. It's no longer descending, right? So the bears are losing steam. Eventually this is going to rally up over that sentiment. It's going to start curving up, and you're going to start looking really good on that. OPSEC. Still a little bit of descent on the bearish sentiment, bro. You want to see this like go sideways first and then curve up. So it's still playing out a little bit, but the good news is we're holding the bullish sentiment formed from that recent big crash down, bro. So there's some good news for you. XRP, let's look up XRP. XRP is doing really good right now. Nice ascending VWAP structure, overcoming big time bearish sentiments. Yeah, damn. There you go, man. XRP army getting some play. See the VWAP starting to curve up and go into ascent here. So yeah, long should start playing out really good. Yeah, and I'm gonna cut it there, I think. Let's look at BTC one more time, just because I haven't even eaten breakfast or had coffee yet. Let's see. I'll give it a couple more minutes here, a couple more minutes. It's looking good so on the 30-minute, you see like the green dots are coming back. The RSI is pulling up. The yellow oscillator coming up over 0. 30 minutes looking good for perhaps maybe some continuation. I mean, you'd want to see it come down to the VWAP for a good entry, but it doesn't have to do that. As long as it holds over these anchors here from all these lows, you know, it's BTC is looking really good. There's a little bit of a bearish, but the money flow is curving up here though. It's looking strong. You know, I would if I was in this trade from like the 4-hour setup or this like trigger wave right here, I would have definitely like taken some profits by now, but I would be sitting in this position, sitting pretty in a long position right now. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'm gonna end the stream. But yeah, that was my pleasure. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing this like as many days as I can this week. Good to see you guys. Thank you so much. Much love. Make sure you guys like the stream. Subscribe to, first of all, I'm on X. I'm FloppingGroper on X. I got my original handle from like 2017. So I'm new on there. Go ahead and follow me on X. Follow NickCipher on Instagram, especially if you want to do my push-up challenge with me. And subscribe to the YouTube channel if you want to catch more streams. Click the bell, like the stream, do a little comment on the stream too, so I can get some traction and Thank you so much, guys. I love you, and I'll be back tomorrow. I'm happy to be back for MC. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be here for you guys. So, thank you.